け翼。
止めると言ったら止めるんだ。ここでやられるわけにはいかないんだ。
How's it going, everyone? This is nothingxs, and I'm here with Tsubasa to talk about the first Dream Collection of the 3rd anniversary, featuring Yugi Saga's first unit in the game, along with the return of Akuto Ogawa. They've got monstrously powerful hidden abilities and are a huge step up in stat strength from previous Dream Collection units, so let's check them out. After this video, come talk more about Captain Tsubasa Dream Team at the subreddit. Just go to reddit.com/r/ctdt. Let's dive right in. Yugi Saga, tenacious man trained in a foreign country, is a Japanese agility-type defender, playing for Japan during the Rising Sun arc. He's all speed and no technique, with a monstrously strong passive to buff him the more tired he gets, and he is very tenacious. Soga comes with 5 hidden abilities, all of which are incredibly strong. The first, and perhaps the least immediately useful, gives him a 30% bonus to his stats against high-flying shots, which is decent if you face an opponent in the box who puts a high ball in, but is not really his primary wheelhouse. His second is Bond, granting his entire team a 15% auto-interception so long as he's played alongside 3 or more agility-type non-Japanese players. His third is Tenacity, letting him use special skills to their full effect as long as he has 1 or more stamina. His fourth is another instance of Bond, except this one requires exactly 2 Brazilian players on your team. If you have them, your entire team will receive 4% to all of their stats. Finally, his last ability is Recover, making him recover from being stunned 80% faster. He doesn't have one of the new team skills, as it's not common for collection characters to have them. Instead, he has a 15% buff to all Japanese players. His passive, though, synergizes incredibly well with his Tenacity passive. Attack at the scene of a fire makes his special skills stronger the less stamina he has, increasing their strength all the way up to a whopping 40%. His main skill is S Grappling Tackle, a 455 momentum, 405 stamina tackle with a 5% foul rate. His sub-skills are S Heroic Interception, a 450 momentum, 365 stamina interception, A High Power Block, a good but generic 320 momentum, 370 stamina block, and A Strong Pass, a generic 250 momentum and 150 stamina pass. Soga's stats are kind of funny. He has 8.1k tackle and 8.2k interception. You'd think that would make him really good at interception, right? Well, his tackle does come with 8k speed, which makes him crazy fast and good, but about that interception, he only has 2.8k technique. That's not very high. You'd think he would have less shot instead, but alas. Despite what you may think, despite him having very low technique, you still want to increase it because his primary job for now is tackler and pass cutter. As a result, his best limit break right now is 25 to tackle, speed, intercept, and technique. Just know that he will benefit the least from physical formations as a result. With our recommended limit break, his in-game parameters will hit 13.6k tackle and 11.1k block, with 11.1k intercept as well. Without even considering his passives, S Grappling Tackle hits 61.9k and his S Heroic Interception hits 49.8k. Assuming you were to exhaust yourself and using a skill with something like under 100 stamina, your S Tackle will go as high as 86.7k tackle, while his S Intercept can get about as high as 69.7k. Curiously enough, in midair against a high ball, your S Intercept reaches 64.7k and as high as 90.6k when he is exhausted. The latter is almost enough to pass cut several shots, so keep that in mind. His default skill build is all you can use for now, as he does not have any other skills other than the default 4 he comes with, nor are there R units or skills available from the shop that you can give him, so don't even bother. An S block in the future would look good on him and may change him to more of a central defender. Soga is an agility-type Japanese player that better fits in a skill-type Japanese agility-type non-Japanese team rather than anything else. Together with Igawa, he is an incredibly interesting player to use, with some powerful bonds that are not very hard to activate to give his team a good chunk of stats and access to a team-wide auto-interception bonus. He's one of the strongest Dream Collection players ever released and is definitely worth the consideration of any team that can find a space for him with the new crazy mess of super solidarities. Akuto Ogawa, mind matured in Argentina, is a Japanese toughness type defender playing for Japan during the Rising Sun arc. Just the second version of Igawa ever released, he has similar hidden abilities to Soga and is a huge pest by himself. Igawa also comes with 5 hidden abilities. The first gives him 30% against high-flying shots, just like Soga. His second is Bond, granting his entire team a 15% auto-interception so long as he's played alongside 3 or more toughness-type Japanese players. The third is Forward Killer, making him 15% stronger against forwards. The fourth is yet another Bond, giving his entire team 4% to all stats so long as he's playing alongside exactly 2 Argentinian players. Finally, Recover makes him recover from being stunned 80% faster. Igawa comes with a team skill granting 15% to all Japanese players, which is, again, not one of the newer solidarities. Again, Dream Collection. His passive is Auto Block and Intercept Enhance, which lets him use a skill when auto blocking or auto intercepting with a 60% activation chance. His main skill is S Bullet Intercept, a 455 momentum, 370 stamina interception. His sub-skills are S Bullet Block, a 465 momentum, 440 stamina block, and A Bullet Tackle, a 335 momentum, 345 stamina tackle with a 5% foul rate. Igawa is a great interceptor with 9.7k interception and 7.3k technique. He also has 8.2k block paired with 6.2k power, making him a decent choice for being a central defender, particularly for those of you who play further up and aggressive, where your defender is less blocking shots and more preventing players from getting close in the first place. For his limit break, it's probably for the best to simply focus on the 2 best features by going with 25 block, power, intercept, and technique. Now, if you do want to make him a more balanced character, however, particularly if you have a copy of S Bullet Tackle, you can consider going with 25 tackle and speed, 21 block and intercept, and 4 power and technique. Assuming the first limit break, which is probably the most useful, he has the highest raw intercept in the game at 14.8k with 12.8k block to complement. Against forwards, this shoots up to 17.1k intercept and 14.7k block with 11.5k tackle to round it out. Forwards will have to contend with his 77.6k intercept and 68.2k block and 53.3k tackle. For a skill build, you really only have to add S Bullet Tackle to his default skills. There's no real 5th skill that's worth adding yet. You could consider A Forcible Interception if you'd like, just to make sure you don't get skill blocked, but it's not particularly necessary. Igawa more naturally fits in a toughness type Japan, skill type non-Japan team than Soga fits in his, while being part of the archetype he's joining, I should mention, because Soga, who is an agility type player, fits better in a skill type Japanese team because of the agility type non-Japanese requirement. The one downside here is there isn't really any particularly great skill type versions of Pascal aside from the Dreamfest one, or Galvin. Igawa is a good secondary central defender up the middle for players playing a 4 defender line in the back, but I don't know where else he normally fits. I think if you put him as the second defender in a central defensive line, then you're fine. If you put him on the wing, you may be losing out a little bit because he doesn't have a tackle, but that's kind of the hand you're dealt here. Basically, you pair him in the middle with a defender who can tackle and block, while he is the interceptor with the block. Anyway, thank you all for checking this video out. If you liked the video, consider hitting the like button. If you would like to check out further content from Ike Tsubasa, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. If you want to further support Ike Tsubasa, you can check out the Patreon link in the description down below to get access to early scripts and the Ike Tsubasa Discord. Finally, if you want to come talk more about Captain Tsubasa, you can check us out at Reddit at reddit.com/r/ctdt. Thanks again for your time, everyone, and I hope to see you all soon.